Yep, got them running, finally. A couple little hiccups here and there. Um, I'm guessing like one little section right there where that yellow pin is. I'm kind of like pulling the track over a little bit. The Loco goes over fine, but sometimes the cars would derail if I didn't pull that track over. So I think I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to have to do. Any suggestions? Like that turnout. When they're coming through, that turnout must be just a little bit kinked, or I don't know, pulling to the one side. Like this track right here is pulling that way more from the turnout. But that seems to be the only problem I'm having there. But other than that, let's get to this update. So the first thing, this is the back of the layout. I don't know if you'll remember, but there used to be a crossover right here that went this way and this way. Well, I couldn't wire that crossover up to get power to the far side rail. I didn't know how. I don't know that I could, but I just took it out. I was getting frustrated with it, using the frog juicers and trying to figure out I was having a short somewhere, and it was just like really frustrating yesterday. So I took it out, man. So there was the turnout, a short section, the crossover was like right here, right? And so there was another turnout about here. So I had this short section and then the crossover. So I took this turnout out here, put it back here, kept this turnout, and I have the track going down. And I think it looks more natural when you're looking at it this way, as opposed to having a crossover right here. I like it better a lot. And it pushes this back, so it gives me some room in here with track and storage if I want storage. There's the bakery siding, that's fine. So yesterday I ran the Loco down all of my sidings just to see how they were and if they were working. I haven't backed cars down them yet because my sidings aren't attached yet. So I got little pins in them and the cars get hung up on the pins. But, yeah, that's it. So power. What am I doing for power? So I picked up this NCE power cab. Rick Bailey talked me into it. And it was a good deal. I got a Yankee Dabbler. It was like $179. And I like it. It's, the controller's easy to read. I don't need my glasses to read it. I can see all the numbers. It's pretty easy to use. Other than that, my battery's about to die. We'll flip you over and I'll show you my frog juicers. So the underside of the layout. It's a frog juicer up there. This frog juicer does my crossover. What's nice about this is you can bring the power from the crossover here to the power here, and then the frogs here and here come into here. And there's a green light and a red light here, and that tells you, the green light tells you that it's on, and the red and green light toggles here on this side, and that tells you that the crossover is switching polarity. I use T-taps for my bus to tap off of my bus line. Here's my Hex Frog Juicer. This does all my turnouts. Same thing, you gotta bring, I have Unifrogs. I don't know that I needed this, but I don't know how I would power this one line. I don't know if you could just put this to your hot side of your, put this power feed that comes off of your Unifrog switch, the bottom of it, just to a feeder and not ground it. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, pretty simple. These frog juicers, they make it nice. And what you can do is, if you have, say, turnouts back to back where they're going to be the same, there's little parts on here. You can see here it says pair 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So you can pair turnouts to do even more turnouts with the X, if you understand what I'm saying. There's a lot going on there, right? Yeah, they're not cheap, but they're, in my opinion, they're worth it, because probably in less than 2 hours, probably 3 hours, because I wanted to do a nice job on my wiring. Here I wanted to I tinted my green wire, right? This wire that I needed to make extensions, and I put shrink tube over it. So I wanted to, make it nice, and not that there's a lot going on here, but I just wanted it to be neat looking, and so it took me longer to tint all the, tin all the wires, tin all the wires, and route everything. So you need to, when you do these frog juicers, you need to mount them to some type of a non-conductive board, plywood, cardboard, and I just use some Gorilla, what's that tape called? This stuff, mounting putty. Hope it's correct in the view. I used some of that, mounted the wood with two-face tape, and then put some putty on the bottom side, and it keeps it. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, right? So that pretty much is it.